Okay. What's up, guys? It is Zero or Tristan here from the Card Fight Club to bring you a rather delayed Pendulum Magician deck profile. Been holding off for this for way too long to do, and without further ado, I don't want to delay anymore. So let's just get into it.
And I'm Darrow, and I'm the cameraman again.
Glorious. Start off monsters, we have Triple Astrograph, easy special summon, gets copies of what you destroy off of literally half the shit in the deck, and is your pseudo alternate win con by just being able to make Zark off of him. Can make rank 7s.
Unless your opponent has Dark Requiem. That's fun. I seriously thought we should have recorded that match, but too late.
Yeah.
No use crying over spoiled milk.
Next up, 3 double Iris. Here to search pendulum graphs can potentially help in OTKing, but is also there just for the pendulum dragon name. Same with the next few magicians, really. Got 3 purple poison, arguably second best spot removal in deck, and lets you beat over things you really shouldn't beat over. 2 black fang kind of serves same purpose, but you can recur some of your dark spellcasters, even your extra deck monsters easily, like Time Star. Not much else to say about that. Lets you use Time Star as link material and not care.
Then we have the crap card you only play one of because Zark.
Yeah, you only play the one White Wing. I've resolved the pendulum effect like once, and the monster effect literally just makes it worse.
How long have you been playing the deck so they have an idea of how long?
How long have I been playing the deck?
Yeah.
Since Pendulum Evolution dropped.
So you've only activated that effect once in Pendulum.
In like months.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bad. Speaking of a not bad card, Harmonizing is really glorious. Aids really well in Link format, just being able to make rank 4s really easily, or Synchro 8. And just the fact that it can spit out your other materials for Zark easily while deck thinning is just amazing. 3 Wisdom Eye to trigger your destruction effects like Astrograph and Star Pendulum Graph, and just fixing scales in general. And then, last of the Magicians in the main deck, Oath, because you just place it in scale off Wisdom and recur a lot of resources. Then we have Triple Skullcrabat, Stratos, what else can I say? Pendulum Sorcerer, used to play this partially because of the fact that you can make Mrs. Radiant with it and stuff like Dragon Pulse. Since I'm not running that now, it's just here to pop Iris turn 1. Then we have the monster part of our spellbook engine, just the one blue boy. Then for hand traps, 2 Ghost Ogre, Maxi, not much else to say there.
What would you run in place of Maxi if it gets banned?
Either a second blue boy if I could get one, or maybe a Fairy Tale, switch some stuff out to mess around with Fairy Tale Luna. Because not Kieran.
Because, I mean, the ban list is coming up relatively soon, so I figured get that out of the way.
Right. And that's all the monsters. Moving on to spells, we have Triple Duelist Alliance, searches literally every playmaking card of the deck. There's a reason this card is like $6 or $7 a copy now, because it just helps you make your plays a lot easier than you'd be able to. And also lets you play cards like this, Star Pendulum Graph, at lower values. This gives your spellcasters spell targeting protection and lets you search a Pendulum Magician when a Pendulum Magician leaves field. And again, has Pendulum in the name, so it's searchable off Alliance. Same goes for Pendulum Call. You play it as a one-of because a lot of your stuff wants to die, so just leave the option open, but having a full-scale searcher is nice.
So that's why you only play 1, not the 3.
Right. Yeah. Even at 3, I wouldn't want it at 3 in this build. Then we have the 2 secrets and 1 knowledge. I'd be playing a second knowledge if I had it, because especially in this build it means that one of the secrets is dead by the end of the one run of the spellbook engine. But at least I have it at all.
Yeah, but I have the problem. The problem I see with the second knowledge is that what's the chances of you're getting another knowledge and secrets?
It's something to mess around with. That's why I'm also considering like the 2 blue boy.
Yeah.
And then last spell, Upstart, because, you know, it's a free, you break even, and it's 1 less card in your deck. And then traps, 2-time Pendulum Graph, best removal in the deck by far, and provides trap targeting protection. And then Solemns, because why would you not play Solemns?
I don't like that card.
You don't like it because you think it's bad, or you don't like it because it's good?
I don't like it that it blows up 2 of my things.
Yeah, and the fact that it's just the fact that you have stuff to protect your magicians and then essentially have non-targeting...
It's built with that in mind.
Yeah, non-targeting, non-destructive removal. So, that's the entire main deck. Main deck is about 42 cards right now. And again, would go up slightly, but I don't want to go up much farther. Moving on to extra deck, we have Zark. Zark is just here. You don't always make him, but 9 times out of 10, unless they negate the summon, or they kaiju him...
Or a Requiem.
I said you basically negated the summon. But unless they negate the summon or they kaiju it, you basically win unless you're being really dumb.
How many times have you summoned Zark?
More games than I haven't.
What's the earliest you've gotten Zark?
3, 4, give or take. But that's, I have to dedicate, like, all of my resources.
Yeah, it's like you're -3?
Yeah, I have to get everything in my hand and just -3 to do it. But I can do it. Next up, 2-time star. Just searches your dark spellcasters, so you can search Astrograph, Skullcrabat, the whole 9 yards. You can revive him up Blackfang later to provide the Pendulum monster protection, which means he can be fodder for link material. Just overall a really great card. You don't play more than 2 though, because you don't need more than 2. Then we have each of these Supreme King Dragons. These can be summoned off Zark if it kills something in battle, but typically you don't, because you need the link monster on board first. Star Venom copies monsters' effects either on board or in grave, and then gives everything you have piercing. This is a Lightning Vortex on Synchro Summon without the discard, and can kill anything by before battle, and then burn for that destroyed monster's attack. And this is literally Dark Requiem without the monster effect negation.
Or having to rank it up. I like these two. I don't like these two. I like this one, but then again, I play this one in PK Fire.
Now, I think arguably out of the 3, Clear Wing is probably the best, just because it's the mini monster board nuke.
Yeah, but one's Contact Fusion, one's Xyz, one's Synchro. But
Harmonizing makes all 3.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, if it really comes down to it and you don't have Harmonizing...
Well, that's... yeah. But even then, there are other options, such as regular Dark Rebellion, Castel, Abyss Dweller.
I hate Abyss Dweller, for obvious reasons are obvious. Because I play Fluffles and PK Fire.
And Trapeze Magician.
I don't like that card either.
Enabling more OTKs.
Especially if you put it on Zark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just swing 8k for game.
And it bothers me that your Dark Rebellion isn't of the Mega 10.
Right. I'd want it to be. But it's a... I think it's a... Don't mean to break pace, but it is a first ed... Never mind, it's a special edition New Challengers. So it is from the set it's from, not first ed. And then for rank 7s, Big Eye and Flare Metal, you can make these off Astrograph, 2 Astrographs.
Chances are you probably won't ever see 2 Astro. Though,
well, you see them. You see them enough that you can make these fairly often.
Yeah.
But just remember that once they're in grave, you Black Fang to bring them back or you don't. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Also, just remember Big Eye is a dark spellcaster. Sometimes matters in times where you wouldn't think it would.
I don't like Big Eye, for obvious reasons are obvious.
And for just regular level 8 synchros, Ignister, because
Ignister!
And Enlightenment Paladin, because it can feed into the whole OTK thing. It's a dark spellcaster, which means you can make it really big, and you can give it double battle damage along with its burn.
Is that the one I gave? Did I give you mine? No, I still have mine.
No. And it has the spell recursion, so that could potentially matter in some cases. Mm-hmm. And then Decode because link format. And finally, we got the side deck. I'll kind of go through this rather quick. Zaphion, because I hate True Draco, and I feel like it's the one deck that would probably not be hit as much compared to Zoo, just because it's slightly newer than Zoo.
Can Konami ban all Trick Stars?
Too soon, mate.
Not soon enough by my standards. Should have hit them before they came out.
And 2 Denko. Just for setting me... just for the back row hate and for people that play a lot of back row. And, you know, Paleos technically have access to a generic Link 2 come Special Edition, so...
What do you mean Special Edition?
Mr. Boy's in the Special Edition for Code of the Duelist. So just kind of keep that there as a precautionary thing.
Oh yeah, and since I'm going to make PK Water... well, I'm going to buy more stuff for PK Water.
Yeah. Then spells Set Rotation, Magical Breaker, and Sky Iris, because locking out opponents' field spells is fun sometimes.
I don't like you when you do that. Well, then again, I don't play field spells in most of my decks.
Yeah. It's just there are a lot of decks now that need a field spell, and having that is useful. And now for traps, 2 Heavy Stormduster, because I'm kind of messing around with this for any extra back row removal I need.
Oh yeah, your PTSD of back row is a thing.
Yeah, big time. Different Dimension Ground, because I don't have Skullmeisters. It's the closest thing to my Dino matchup, but stuff like PK and such. Just a lot of grave-heavy decks around that this can pseudo-counter. And then Lost Wind, because everything's summoning from extra deck.
Yeah.
So overall, had rather good success with this. Not much I would change except maybe messing around with Luna. But aside from that, that's pretty much it as far as this is concerned. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video.
Hold on, before we end, I want to try and do something. What do you think this deck would need?
Need in what
support-wise?
Well,
if anything at all.
If I'm going to be obvious, I'm going to say a dark spellcaster, magician link monster.
How about just generic pendulum link monster?
That would be good too, but you just, for the sake of this deck, or even then, just the generic dark link 2. If it had that, this deck would be...
so much better. So would Fan Knights in general. A lot of decks would. That's why I think they're going to release that at the end of the cycle.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
And I guess for the sake of it, we have the marker that I've been using, which is a hollow Itsuki from Fire Emblem Cypher.
Yeah, we may do Fire Emblem Cypher things. Though that's only in Japanese, so...
But unless there's anything you have to add, I believe we are done here.
Yeah, we're done here.
Right. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed.